It's amazing that you're here. I'm thankful that you're here. I want you to actually experience what I experienced. I came from nothing, just an average guy, average family. Because I learned how to use my brain and program it, and discovered the secret in life is people power. The greatest power in the world. Greater than governments, greater than ideologies, and as great as religion. Because when you give a person a way to become free and raise themselves up above where they came from so that they can have what they want in life, you have the greatest power in the world. Why do we do this? Why are we here? Why did we create this? And why do we dedicate ourselves to it and try to communicate with others and get them to see the light? Understand how powerful this thing is and what we're trying to do. The solution is us not getting more, but to help others get more. We're a category of one. There is nothing like us. But I want to assure you of one thing. Beyond any reason of doubt, you are at the right place, at the right time, with the right company and the right people. This is a cause. This is a movement to free the people. That's why we're here. I look at each day like, what if I wasn't around anymore? Am I doing what I want? Life is fragile. It's precious. You were given a chance to be here. You don't want to leave without being able to say, I really lived, and I made an impact on the world. This is your chance. You can do it. And here's the bottom line. We can change the world. Every day, compliment somebody, congratulate somebody, and console somebody. And at the end of the year, you're going to have 1,000 people that want to be around you. Simply by that act of seeing the good in somebody and caring. And that's what the business is all about. I want to change people's lives. I want to make a difference by seeing the good in people. Now's the time to make a difference because you have a way to do it. The things that you wanted to be, they can happen now. And there's a reason. You have something that you didn't have before. You have people that care and will help you do it. It's not even up to you. It just happens. And you end up becoming a hopeless success, and everybody points to you, and you shine as a beacon light to others, proving that it can be done and changing your life. I want you to take control of your life because we really are proving that our belief is greater than any problem, and we're going to make a difference. We see what is possible while others see it as being impossible. You must succeed so that other people realize their dreams. They have to see you making it. 1/1000th of a volt in your cerebral cortex, snap, can change everything. What does it take? Only 5 words. The will to do it. This is your turn, your chance to make history, to be that person. Now's the time, but you have to become the change that you want to see. This was a dream, an idea. I shared it, and it's grown to so many people. You didn't get here by accident, but by choice. That's the magic moment. The process will take you there if you hold fast to your choice and to your vision. Are you making the most of your time? Do you have the DNA? Or are you going to make it count? On every tombstone is a dash. The question is, what are you going to do with the dash? Because you're living the dash right now. What was your life worth? That can only be measured by the impact that you had on others. The legacy you leave the lives that you affected. Life is too short. We only have so much time here. Everyone dies, but not everyone lives. I hope you decide to live your life to the fullest. It's been an amazing journey. I want you to keep growing, know that I believe in you. I always say, I believe in you and keep growing. Why? The only thing that's important is not your problems, not what's going on, but are you growing? When you stop growing, you start dying. Because some people at the moment don't believe in themselves. And they need somebody else who believes in them to tell them, I believe in you. I do believe in you. All of you. I'm at that point. I'm not 30 anymore. I gotta make this thing work. We have to change the world, guys. I want to have one more magic moment. One more. That we come together and you go back and we make it happen. And we'll remember, this is the night it happened. Because of you. I believe in you. Thank you.
Love you, Patsy. Love you. You okay? Okay. Pray for Mom. Mom, we love you, Mom. Mom. Do you want to stay here or do you want to go sit down?
Go sit down.
Okay. Go ahead. Love you guys. You know, like all little girls, when I was little, I would dream of meeting and falling in love with Prince Charming. I remember dreaming of that day. I was 18, and I met JR. And no more than 5 minutes after I met JR, I wanted to throw caution and logic out the window to be a part of his life and everything he stood for, even at a time when there was nothing to believe in but JR. There was no money, no home, no company, no cars, not even a plan at the moment. But I knew. My intuition already knew that being with JR was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to love someone deeply, work for a creative genius, and be part of a team that could resurrect the American dream. He was charismatic, brilliant, fun, full of energy and life. He stimulated mentally and emotionally, and he always had me thinking about what was possible. He really mesmerized me. I could listen to JR for hours, especially because I loved his voice so much. If I wanted to ask a question or have a philosophical conversation, as many of our friends know, he would stop with any one of us and fully engage. If I simply needed a definition to a word, he would tell me the definition, and then he would put the word in a sentence so I could understand it, and then in JR style, he would quiz me. I loved that about JR. That was the teacher in him, and that never changed. It stayed that way forever, right, Amber? He would tell me how he wanted to change the world. He wanted to help people succeed, and I was in awe of him. He was inspiring, motivating, and irritating all at the same time. I believed in him. JR was different, and he was special. JR was also a gentleman. In 36 years together, there wasn't a day he didn't open every single door, every car door, every time he would take me for an afternoon drive, which Andrew knows he loved to do. I remember our first date where he was flying down the road, Holden Road, Mark, in Greensboro, North Carolina, and he was going 80 miles an hour. And I said, JR, slow down, the speed limit's 55 here. And he said, baby, if I had a license, I'd go faster. That's just like him, right, Sharif? He was fun, he was exciting, and of course, he was crazy. As he always said, the biggest nut rises to the top. There was a method to his madness, and I would find out that I was right about JR. It would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a magic moment to follow this incredible man who I'd fallen mad in love with. Now, JR's way of saying I love you in the early days to me was, I like you a lot, Loren, but don't let it go to your head. Remember that, Mark? He was a risk taker. He was complicated. He was bold, a dreamer, a disruptor. He was a genius. And it would be the start of our 3.5 decades, our 36 years together. As the years passed, we never looked back. We were magic. A dynamic duo, we never tired, and with all the blood, sweat, and tears it took to take this company off the ground, we were happy, energized, and deep in love. We spent every moment of our lives together, 24 hours a day, for 36 years, with the exception of only 4 days apart for a ski trip that he liked to do with Sharif and Andrew and Joe, because I didn't love to ski. And he'd be so mad I wouldn't go. But I wanted him to really enjoy himself, because he would have me tell you that he skied those double black bumps like a pro. He was passionate about skiing. In fact, JR did everything with passion. And even when we argued, it was passionate. Making up was always his favorite thing to do. But JR was never a fighter, was he, Sharif? He was not a fighter at all. In fact, he never liked it. He always used to say, the grass is never greener on the other side, Loren. We knew we were meant for each other. We were soulmates, and we certainly couldn't live without each other. He told me, Loren, the only way you could leave me is if you stopped loving me. And that never happened. How do you stop loving a man who wrote more than 3,000 love letters? And I saved every single one of them. I hope you find someone who will do the same for you. You see, you still have today. I love him more than life. But what's more important is that I told him, and he knew that. And I am so grateful that he went out knowing how loved he was and is. Watching him build Market America was incredible. He was brilliant, resilient, full of passion and purpose. And a billionth of a volt went off in his mind, and he went nuts with the business. He was going to make it big, but more importantly, he would help thousands of people along the way. We started to build our team. Mark and Joe first, Brandy, Marty, and Dennis, and Kevin to follow. Steve came along in the first year of the company in 1992, at just 13 years old, when I met grief for the first time. And my mother died at 43 years old at our first annual convention. I was just 22, and Amber was only 7 months old. And Mark and I and Steve and Brandy were devastated. Well, JR does what he does best. He took control of the situation. He utilized my mother, who adored him and loved him, fast moved Steve into our home, and we raised him together. And at 13 years old, Steve was working after school at the company and learned how to be an entrepreneur early. JR raised him as a son and loved him as one. Eventually, Elizabeth came along. She was the first to believe in his vision. He loved and adored you. We had so much fun, Elizabeth, with JR, building the business together, taking vacations for years, changing people's lives, and laughs that no one will ever be able to rival. JR was a great negotiator. He got 4 for the price of 1 when he got me. He got Mark, Brandy, and Steve as well. And later, of course, he would negotiate with Marty for a buy one, get one free with Andrew. And Mark, you became his blood brother, one that JR would trust completely with everything and would marvel in watching you grow. He loved you so much. He loved all of you, every single one of you. He believed in every single one of you, and this is where his heart lived, and this is where his heart will remain. JR would say, Loren, the joy is in the journey. So fast car rides, Wendy's Super Bar, stops at graveyards to look at tombstones to remind us that we're living the dash, traveling as astronauts to outer space, living with a part-time brain surgeon who operated on people's thinking, to real-life brain surgery with me, hissing in the pits, walking a tightrope to keep everything balanced, running on hamster wheels, to raising hamsters with his grandchildren, keeping everything on time even though he smashed our alarm clock. And of course, he stopped to save every starfish along the way. It was part of our journey for 3.5 decades. And he did everything with enthusiasm, everything with love, and he was contagious everywhere he went. He always put the big rocks in first. Everything he dreamed of and everything he worked for relentlessly came to life. He created a system that arms people with the weapon to change their lives, a system that allows for time and financial freedom. He taught us how to use our revolutionary technology to connect people, all while inspiring others to believe and achieve in the greatest version of themselves. Dream big. You'll never be bigger than your dreams. He taught us to believe in ourselves, and even when we didn't, he believed in us. You must realize, you must succeed so other people can realize their dreams. Jared was incredibly special. Jared believed that the only way you could change your life was to help others change theirs. And it's a legacy that will live in us forever. It was never about being bigger for JR. It was always about being better. JR was an architect, an engineer, and a CEO, and he spoke all the right languages. He brought thousands and thousands of people in the world together by creating something new and became the living embodiment of it. And that's what visionaries do. JR didn't just tell us a new story. He was the story. He went far beyond to make the world a better place. You know, visionaries take all that passion and their badass personality and put themselves on the line, unlike anyone you've ever met. And it is this that allows them to open up doors and things of all happen on a regular basis. And in the beginning, we don't trust them because we think they're crazy. But in the end, we trust them because we know they're crazy. Crazy enough to accomplish anything and risk it all to bring us something like Market America. And he did all of this and more. He used to receive thousands and thousands of letters over the years about how he changed people's lives and gave them hope and belief. And I guess what's funny is I never stopped to think about how much you did the same for me. You see, he gave me confidence and encouraged me when I was unsure, when I questioned myself. He believed in me when I didn't. He taught me when I needed it, and he loved me throughout it. Program yourself to be a hopeless success. He was best at this in helping others believe and programming their brains to become a hopeless success. And Amber would tell you that he did the same as a father. He was her biggest fan. He gave her wings to fly. And he would tell me, Amber's the best of you and me, Loren. She'll be dangerous. Whatever she wanted to do, as long as she was happy, he would say. And ultimately, she never traveled far from home. She decided to work alongside of him. And they were together by each other's side until the very end, which gave him the most incredible joy. And when Amber gave him 3 beautiful grandchildren, his life changed completely. He was ready for it. He longed for it. After all, we all know that Gerald was a child at heart. Aiden, Ava, and Adrian, he loved you more than anyone. You were the greatest gift he ever received. His legacy, playing shark in the pool, baseball, basketball, Nerf gun fights in the science lab, Aiden, building train sets with you guys, wrestling, whatever it was. Pop-up was crazy, right? And his eyes would light up whenever he would walk in the room and you were there. And Ava, just so you know, the first thing he would have done this morning is wish you a happy birthday. Happy birthday, beautiful girl. Happy 8 years old today. Pop-Up loves you so much. Today's about you, too. You know, we fit so many lifetimes in one. And JR's theme was clear. Life is precious, and we need to live it to the fullest. You know, we always spoke about love, time, and death. And after Dennis passed away, he was frantic to beat the clock. We had so much more to do. Let's build it one more time, baby. Then we'll take some time for the family, travel the world, write a couple of books together, do a documentary, renew our vows. JR, I know you're listening. And I've engaged with Mark, a great team, to help us on our first book. And this weekend, they're here, and it'll be the start of the first chapter of this book, stepping into this future with you. JR, you gave it everything. Everything. All of you. I have honestly never seen another human give so much of themselves to so many people. And even just 2 weeks before you left me physically, you ran on the stage for 3 days and gave your greatest performance at our anniversary of our 30th convention. You never tired, you never quit, you never gave up, and you never gave in. You were transparent and honest and always did the right thing. And your love for the business and your family are a lesson to all of us. Your belief in everyone is incomparable. You're a legend. And you left all of you right here on this stage and every stage you've ever performed on. You gave all of yourself selflessly without ever expecting anything in return. And I will miss every minute of my life without you. You left the world a much better place than when you found it. And I promise you this, that this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. And from this moment forward, there is more to do. And we are more than capable because of your lessons and your guidance. I am more than capable, and we will show you as a team. It is not about being bigger, as you say. It is about being better. We will not accept the status quo. I did not only marry you, I married your vision. We all did. I promise I will work hard to be the person that you believed I am. And along with Mark and the team, I will lead this company as you showed us all along the way. Thank you for being you, for everything you are, your heart, your love, your life, for everything you did, and showing us what it looks like to live life with a real dash. JR often said, everyone dies, but not everyone lives. It doesn't matter how long you live. What matters is how you live. And we live the most beautiful life. And he taught me everything about life and everything about love, and now everything about loss. Love is all you need, he would say. Love is all you need. The funny thing I've learned about death is that it cannot take away love. In fact, it grows stronger, as Amber says. He used to say to me, Loren, whatever you lack, I got you. We balance each other. We have a minor setback, we make a major comeback. We have a bad day, we make it a better night. We are only great if we're together. We are one, Loren, one conscious. Nothing matters without each other. That was the end of almost every letter. JR never asked for anything. He never looked for praises. He was never one to boast, right, Joe? Never one to boast. He just went to work and he worked hard at doing what he loved. And his wants were very few. And most of this time, his worries went unspoken too. He always took care of me. But now, JR, I will do the best to take care of us. We're still a team, you and me. And I will try my best to be your backbone. I got us. And growing old together wasn't in the cards, but growing together was. We did that, and we'll keep growing. And you help thousands of people live a better life. And the most amazing thing is you will continue to do that. You will continue to do that because of the legacy of residual income. And I now understand, Mark understands, the team understands what you meant when you said that the company is much bigger than you. I know you are always with me. I've lost track of who is speaking in my head, you or me. We're going to be building here, making you proud. And I know you're up there building with Dennis and Tony and Pam and Rick and Stacy and Arlene and the rest of the crew to teach everyone in heaven all about residual income. Two gets two gets two gets two. I can hear him saying it, can't you? And I hear him saying to all of you, at the end of life, what really matters is not what we bought, but what we built. And not what we've got, but what we've shared. Not our competence, but our character. Not our success, but our significance. The second JR passed away was the loneliest I've ever felt in my life. And I miss him more than you can imagine. And I miss the me I was when you were here. But in every passing minute of my life brings me closer to you. And I hear you say, don't forget where you came from. You may not be able to find your way back home. I know where I came from, and I know where I live. And my home is now in two places, here and where you are. Every love story is beautiful. Ours is my favorite. And I will continue to speak to you daily, lean on you always, talk to you every single night, and I will do everything until my very last breath to see your dreams fulfilled. I promise you there will be more magic moments with this company. We will fill the arenas with directors, JR. That's exactly what we will do. We will fill these arenas with directors. I love you forever. There are no goodbyes for us. I believe in you always, honey. And I love you forever. Me and you always. Thank you so much.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude, humbled that a group would embrace my vision the way they have through thick and thin and grow a family of entrepreneurs. It took a long time and a lot to get here. We had a lot of battles. Think about all the challenges. They're monuments of a life gone by. A cause, a mission, a family. We gotta claim our freedom. It's an amazing story. The strength and the purity and the integrity and the love and the commitment of the people. You won't find a community like this anywhere else. It's nice to belong to something that has good people. There's hundreds of magic moments in this room. I believe we're just beginning. Tomorrow's a vision, a dream, but it's unknown, it's uncertain. But today is the next moment of the dash.
So that tombstone, isn't it funny how there's a birth date and a death date, isn't there? And you don't have much control over it when the good Lord calls you.
So every one of those birth dates and death dates on those tombstones, there's a dash between them. Every single one of them. That dash is like a book. And the question is what did you do with the dash? Find your why. You have time to write your book. Make it an adventure. I want to change the world with you. So let's live now. Time is everything. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives.
It's an idea whose time has come. Put your dreams first, and we can change the world.
When someone has that billionth of a volt spark across their cerebral cortex and makes a decision to make it happen, that's the magic moment. You must succeed so that other people can realize their dreams. Reprogram yourself to be a hopeless success.
It's really happening. It's becoming a reality. That's what greatness is about. At the center of every great man and woman is a dream and people who believe.
People like Elon Musk and J.R. Ridinger, they're true visionaries. They go way beyond to make our life better and risk it all in order to bring us something new to believe in.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a dream. Do you have a dream?
Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start.
Jared always knew in his heart that he would change the world and make people's dreams come true.
He inspired us to believe in ourselves.
What we do today shapes tomorrow. What are you going to do different to make the future different?
Belief isn't an idea that the mind possesses. A belief is an idea that possesses the mind.
Nobody said it was easy.
JR touched everyone's life profoundly.
Such a shame for us to part.
We're going to celebrate JR. Let JR hear you right now.
I remember JR just believing in 99.9% of this room that we standing in right here.
I think what the world needs is companies and people that come together to encourage each other, to applaud each other.
No one ever said it would be so hard.
Jerry, you're the love of my life. You are a legend.
I'm going back to the start.
I'll never forget where I came from. I'll never forget the nights driving 3 hours on a dark road. Some little voice grabs you and say, "Don't you give up." That's why we have so much joy for each other, because we know what you've been through.
He created something new and became the living embodiment of it.
To live and make your dream come true. That's the only thing that counts.
Be sure that our love story will go on as one of the greatest in history. You made sure we lived. We lived a dash.
He was just unbelievable in his determination and tenacity of building this company and changing people's lives.
That was JR's gift.
JR taught me to make every second count.
Chase your dreams. Believe in yourself. Never lose sight of your why, because JR never lost sight of his. You were his why.
Time is a great equalizer. We all have the same amount of time. It's what we do with it.
I am extremely proud to have James H. Ridinger, the king of the jungle, the greatest lion, be able to call me his friend.
No matter where you are in the world, no matter how successful you are, the most important thing that we have in this life is family.
He was 100% all in.
All of our goals were his goals. My mentor, partner, and friend. He had so much loyalty.
He changed my life.
And that was JR.
I learned from JR the best part of life, entrepreneurship, and success is that the joy is in the journey.
He was an innovator, a disruptor, and a genius who left a legacy for generations to follow.
Honor him by living your life with the same hope and belief JR instilled in each and every one of us.
It's important to understand where you came from. When I was a young man, I wanted to change the world.
The universe is a great living presence. Everything starts out as a thought or a dream.
My dad, he dedicated his life to seeing the good in people and helping them become all that they could become. I said, that's what I want to do with my life. I want to change people's lives. I want to make a difference by seeing the good in people. We must become the change we want to see. This is the joy of life. We can change the world.
Every true leader
has a relationship with every single person. No, I never had nobody like JR in my life. We proved to each other to be brothers, even though we came from different worlds.
JR was a coach.
People so worried about your life, huh? Don't get caught up in that graveyard of dreams. Those people aren't going to live your life for you.
Few people are ever going to have a bigger legacy than JR Ridinger. He changed the direction of so many lives.
I hope you believe in something greater than yourself, and that we together create a magic moment that will be known in this world. To find out how to be free, to make your dreams come true. I mean, do you believe? Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of the dash. That life that you have right now has a story. We got to make sure that we live, make the most of it.
Come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you.
Can you take the same leap of faith and learn what I did? It changed my life, and I've never forgotten. I don't know where I'd be today if it wasn't for those experiences that came out of blind faith and commitment. It transformed me, it changed me. Dream big, because you'll never be bigger than your dreams. I know what our story is. Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take our breath away. Thank you for believing. Look what it led to. Life is precious. You were given a chance to be here. You don't want to leave without being able to say, I really lived. It's been an amazing journey. I hope that you'll hold me in your heart. And remember, keep growing. I believe in you.
This song is his whole world. Grew up in a town that is famous as a place of movie scene. Noise is always loud. There are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. That's what they say. See my face in lights, on my name, my monkeys found down on Broadway. Even make it by all means. I got a pocket full of dreams, baby. I'm from New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Nothing you can't do. You're in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Lights will inspire you. Hear it for JR, JR, JR. One hand in the air for the big city. Big guns, big dreams, all looking pretty. No place in the world that could compare. Put your lighters in the air, everybody say yeah, yeah. while we all standing up, we're just gonna sing one last JR favorite, and we're gonna set off this. We just appreciate this beautiful night. This is a personal request because no one is better than JR. And nobody is gonna stop us from loving JR and Loren and Amber and the whole family. And so we feel like we should just sing this all together. I want my brother Joe to come up, my sister Jen to come up. I want Loren to come up. I want Lala to come up. I want Kim to come up. I want JV to come up. I just want I want Amber to come up. I want everybody who is just feeling the love. We gotta have Ava gotta come up. If the rest of the family is still here, come through. And then just help us sing this. Everybody in the room. Hey, yes, we want chin up. Come on, Drew. Come up in here, John Rule.
Everybody put your hands in the air now. 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 Herb Gotti in the place, put your hands now. Ja Rule in the place, put your hands now. J.R. Big Love, put your hands up. J.R. Big Love, put your hands up. DJ Khaled in the place, put your hands up. La La in the building, put your hands up. J-Lo in the building, put your hands up. Zaza, Big Joe, put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody put your hands up. Let's go, put your hands up. We gotta give our sister the energy tonight.
Give her that energy.
We gotta give our sister Loren the energy tonight. Cause no one is gonna do what her and JR ever did, you heard me? Hey, Jamie Foxx in the building, put your hands up.
Come on, Mama.
Everybody in the club, put your hands up.
Dwayne, come up
Everybody
here.
in the club, put your hands up.
Let's go.
Angie Martinez, put your hands up.
Angie, come up.
Angie Martinez. Angie, let's go.
Amber, come on, Mama. Here we go. Let's go. Let's sing. I just want you close.
Say what? Say what?
Where you can stay forever.
Talk about JR.
You can be sure that it will only get better.
Say what? Say what?
You and me together.
JR.
Through the days and nights.
JR.
I don't worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright.
Say what?
People keep talking, they can say what they like, but all I know is everything's gonna be alright. No one, yes, Jen, get in the way of what I feel.
Put your hands in the air for Miss Loren the Queen. Say what?
Get in the way of what I feel for you. You.
Dr. Love.
Get in the way of what I feel.
Hey.
When the rain is pouring down.
Fat Joe.
And my heart is hurting.
The entire Ride
You
Your
will
family.
always be real. This I know for certain.
Say what?
You and me together.
Say what?
Through the days and nights.
Say what?
I don't worry, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking.
Say what?
They can say what they like.
Hey.
JR, fly so
Can get in the way of what I feel for you.
Hey.
No one,
Market America.
and JR. Loren and JR. We love you, Loren and JR.
I told you, Tammy Fox don't play no game.
So nobody's gonna get in the way, baby. Get in the way of what we feel for you. Nobody, baby.
Real words.
I'm telling you no.
Gotta come to the
Get in
stage,
the
bro.
way of what I feel for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, please join me for a moment of silence to personally reflect on what JR meant to each and every one of us.